Altgang, what is good? We are back with another NF video, and in this video we're going to be reacting to Epiphany. We've got Dax in the video again, as he's been getting a lot of attention in the comment section, so I thought I'd put him in this video as well. You keep stealing the show, bro. What am I meant to do? You want to take over this reaction stuff? Because I'll let you do it, bro. I'll let you do it. Okay, alright.
I had an epiphany, I was repeating history. I was doing everything I hated, a weight on my shoulders, I let it all get to me. I had an epiphany, I just smiled at my enemies. I was listening to everybody who was talking but never did shit for me. Yeah, I had an epiphany, I was looking at everybody.
I was trying to gather what Futuristic was saying in the opening lines of the song, but Dax was literally trying to bite my face off, so I'm gonna have to pull this back, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I do want to just say the last feature that NF had on the song, and I know this isn't an NF featured song, this is Futuristic song, but the collab that NF did with Marty, I wasn't too impressed. I'm interested to see how the dynamic works between Futuristic and NF and whether they complement each other enough and really elevate the song together. I really like collaborations where both artists lift each other up together. There's a great example of that on Revenge of the Dreamers mixtape, where it's Dreamville, Childish Major, Cos and Reason. They all collab on this one song, but they all lift each other up. They all complement each other, and that's what I feel like a real collab should be.
I had an epiphany, I was repeating history. I was doing everything I hated, a weight on my shoulders, I let it all get to me.
Good flow.
I had an epiphany, I just smiled at my enemies. I was listening to everybody who was talking but never did shit for me. Yeah.
Transitions.
I had an epiphany, I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry. They ain't as sick as me.
Was that a double right there, where he's like, I had an epiphany, I'm looking at people in the industry noticing that they're not as sick as me? Is that in terms of mental health? And then also the double of him being sick, as in he's like actually a sick rapper, like he's an ill rapper.
I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry. They ain't as sick as me. I had an epiphany, I was seeing somebody that never had no good intentions for me. Now she missing me, yeah. Moral of the story is nobody did it for me, had to make a change. I was living in the city with no scene, I had a dream, I had to make a lane. Always knew that I couldn't live off a minimum wage, dripping the pay stuff. I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff, but I got into the game without a cent to my name, and now I'm balling like I'm in the NBA, bruh. And I know I got a lot, but I'm not content.
Dude sounds like if Vic Mensa and Logic had a baby. The raspiness of Vic Mensa's voice mixed in with that kind of like high-pitched tone of Logic's. This is what it would literally sound like if Vic Mensa and Logic birthed a child together. I came in a game without a cent to my name, now I'm balling like I'm in the A, bro. The little scheme there that he's got of him saying people trying to block him, so in basketball, blocking the shot. Okay, I see where you're going.
Never let nobody block, it's my shot to miss. You can meet me at the top if you hop the fence, and you climb the stairs, and you fight the beast, and you lose your way, then you find your peace, and you do it sober, then you find a drink, then you spiral down, and it all repeats. And I always had a vision, I could get it, so I did it by my lonely. I don't owe nobody nothing, never let nobody own me. Got some money from the music, and I spend it on the homies, but don't put nothing before me. Gave a whip to Lil Brody.
Oh my god. The seamlessness of him rapping at that pace and then just going zzzz. Bars are pretty standard, to be fair. There's nothing out of this world in my opinion. I really like this guy's delivery. He has a really, really great delivery.
I always had a vision, I could get it, so I did it by my lonely. I don't owe nobody nothing, never let nobody own me. Got some money from the music and I spend it on the homies, but don't put nothing before me. Gave a whip to Lil Brody and I'm only getting started. And I'm eating with the people that I starve with. And my batteries, I had to recharge them. I made an album, but that shit was garbage. Yo, I was trapped in a gimmick, I finally get it. I'm here to make music that matters. If I die, it'll all be alright, cause the message I gave you will live for me after. And my chapter will highlight a lifetime. The energy gave through a bright mind. How you never had to stand on the sideline. How you the guide to your own guidelines. That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah. That's an epiphany.
Can I just say how clean the transitions are in between the shots of NF and Futuristic? Like the visuals are so clean.
I had an epiphany that I could make history, that I could prove everyone wrong that told me I wasn't cut out for this music thing. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if I took my energy and use it on positive things in my life instead of the people that lie to me, huh? Yeah, I had an epiphany that I could put all of my hurt into music and use it for people that might feel the same as me. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if everyone knew my depression was worse than they thought? They probably gonna look at me differently. Yo, this song got me going back when I was a stupid kid, thinking maybe I could make it in the music biz. And then I figured out the politics and realized that half of y'all don't even know what music is. Ain't going nowhere, I told them to get used to me. Feels like I'm living in a movie scene. A bunch of people trying to tell me how to act and breathe. One thing I never let nobody ever do is tell me who to be. I never got into the party scene. Maybe I was just scared to drink, cause addiction, it runs in my family. That's someone I was scared to be. Y'all looking pitiful compared to me, since I could barely read. All I wanted was somebody I could trust, that I knew would keep it real with me. Rap's always been a man for me. That's when I figured out that maybe I'm the one that's gotta make it on my own. Yeah, it's clear to see. A lot of people thinking what I'm doing is a gimmick. Everything you
And why you gotta do him like that? Why you gotta do him like that? Just come in with straight facts. It's not even bars, it's just straight facts. It's not the bars that impress me as much. Because if I want bars, I would just go put on Tetsuo and Youth by Lupe Fiasco. It's the ability to put your own experiences and package it up in a way where not only are you using that as your outlet of expression, but making it listenable to someone. That is what's mind-boggling here. It's just a different type of creativity.
Yeah, it's clear to see. A lot of people thinking what I'm doing is a gimmick. Everything you hear me writing, I've been living. I ain't quitting, sending money to my family, trying to show them that I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm humming, when I'm with them. And it's just the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals. Lord knows I'ma get it, that Smeek Mill.
Yeah.
I lay in my bed at night thinking there's gotta be more to me. I'm trying to pay off the mortgage and live the life of the people I love in the midst of it. I've always thought that if I learn from mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting me. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything. That's in the losses of victories. I love in the midst of it. There's gotta be more to me. I'm trying to pay off the mortgage and live the life of the people I love in the midst of it. I've always thought that if I learn from mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting.
This guy is just like a walking fax machine. And not fax machine, that's not double. I'm not talking about the fax machines back in the 90s with dial-up and you had to send messages to people and it would come out the printer. I'm not talking about fax like that. I'm talking about simple truths. How are you meant to shoot down someone whose insides are literally just a bulletproof vest? So from that, whatever NF experiences from here on out, in this context of the music industry, is a victory.
I've always thought that if I learn from mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting me. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything. That's an epiphany.
You're
That's
my
an
influence.
epiphany. I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah.
Who had the better verse? You might crucify me in the comment section, but I'm gonna hand this one to Futuristic. I just really liked the way how he was able to express some of the things that he was talking about and his come up in the game, and he used his technical capability to do that. In terms of NF, for me, this felt very household. We've heard some of these things before, and that's not me putting NF down. It's just me analyzing this song in this context. And I appreciate that it's not his track. And if it probably was, he would have done it in a different way. But I'm gonna hand this one to Futuristic. That being said, we are approaching Perception, which I am so stoked about because I think this is where that exponential growth kicks in, and that's where I'm going to get really excited, and that's where I think NF is going to bring his technical ability, raise the bar with his bars, and also just give us really great music. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you guys stay for the journey to watch me witness greatness unfold in front of my very eyes. If you want to see more NF videos, hit that thingy thing above my head. Other than that, get the fuck out of here. Have a nice day. Goodbye.